Welcome to my new video. My name is Björn Friedrich and today I'm here to share with you a rolling session I had with one of my training partners, and the focus on this session is to roll like an old man, to roll as effortless and with less strength possible. And you can see me here, right here I'm working towards his back, getting the hooks in. And like I said, I'm not working to get quick submissions or to use a lot of energy. I'm just taking what I can get and I'm making him tired with pressure without getting tired by myself. Here I'm trying to get around his neck, but he's really well built, so it's hard to get him. I shrimp out with my hip so I can take the back, control his wrist, and secure a pretty good position. Here I have his back, but he's pretty compact built, so it's hard for me to get a choke without cranking his face or something, and I don't want to do that, it's just a friendly roll. So I grab his right arm, try to pull him behind his back, but that doesn't work, so I change to a pass, keep my weight pretty low over his knees, go to quarter mount, which is a pretty good position. From here, I just attack the lower arm. I go for a stockade, which is a strong position. I put my hip into him and I twist his neck. So there's combined pressure from the hip and from the stockade, which is very good. I don't expend any energy while he has to carry my weight and is under the pressure of the stockade, which is what I want to do. From there, I try to catch the other arm, get kind of a cross grip. From there, I move on to a pillow choke, move in, sink my shoulder deep. And from here, my left leg is pushing his knee down, so I keep him kind of flat on his back. I put my left shoulder on his neck. I don't squeeze, I just push. I just let my body weight sink into his neck. I'm not here to squeeze or expand much energy. I just let the body weight sink in. And you can see this in my face. I'm pretty relaxed, just using the weight of my body. And now I try to get deeper with the grip, and I just try to put the pressure. It's not even, I don't even close my arms, you see? I choke with one arm because if you do it right, pillow choke is perfectly done with one arm, So, yeah. Now we start again. I allow him to come close, I play around a little bit here. I get my underhooks, left and right, which is one of my favorite positions. And from there I try to catch one of his legs so I can kind of a coyote guard leg entanglement, which is my favorite, one of my favorite escape techniques from side control. So here I move towards his back, but I decide to get up, control his upper arm. I put some pressure into him and pin him on his side, isolate his arm, control the other arm, and I rip the arm out. No need to crank, no need to do hard stuff. It's early in the morning and just a fun roll, so that's enough. I let him back in the game, and here I try to put my weight low, and I get the underhook basically, which is good for me. And I keep my left leg pretty close to his body so he cannot put me in the guard or something, or half guard. And I control the lower arm, you can see that, which is important for me to control the position. And from there I get a deep grip around the upper arm, which is something I really like to do. I could put him flat on his back, or I can work on the arm and attack the arm, which is something I like to do. From here you see me not spending any energy, Now I put the arm flat, try to work some kind of Americana, maybe straight arm lock technique, get the grip, but like I said, no need to go crazy. I just control a little and then let him out and then let him back in the game, and working a different position now. Always not using much energy, breathing, just doing what I have to do without expanding too much energy here. get some kind of knee shield, grab his heel, get some kind of sweep from here. No need for wasting time here, so trying to get some control over his upper body. Here, this is something I really like to use a lot, but he was strong enough to put me flat. But I have my legs and working on the lockdown, so I can create some kind of sweeping opportunities. Here, I try to get the electric chair, but I'm not interested in getting the electric chair. I'm only interested in him moving his leg back so I can get a better hook and can use it as a sweep. And from here again, you know, I put my pressure into him. And again, I have side control. Immediately going to Americana, which is one of my favorites. Letting go. Looking what I can do. Still controlling the arm and basically the body. Now isolating the other arm. He gets out. Again, I'm working on separating his arms. Again, back to the Americana. He straightened it out. Playing around a little. But here it's not the Americana, you know, it's the pressure, you know. I put pressure with my right side on his body. You can see it in his face, you know. It's not, I'm not arm locking him. I just put pressure onto him, onto his body. And that is what gives me the tap. Here again I get double underhooks, kind of a leg entanglement, but losing it. Getting kind of a crucifix here and trying to move my hips away under him, but I'm losing the entanglement here. Oh, I'm not losing it right now, but go to a Kimura grip, so it's a kind of a Kimura trap with leg control. So I'm having this position, which I really like. I really like to play the crucifix, and from here I try to get the steamroller, but I couldn't. So I lose his arm, so I think I decided to get up, you know. Still here, I'm still having it. So pretty deep right there. But yeah, now I'm getting up, switching around, controlling, and I don't like to put my arms under his body, so keep it shallow. I'm looking for some opportunities. Pretty heavy guy, 20, 25 pounds heavier than myself. So I let him move, but I control his legs so he don't put me in the guard. Here, again, I'm working on isolation of the arms. One of the main concepts from side control is isolating the arms together with having a good structure. And right now I did not have achieved that goal, so I just stay on top of him, looking for a strong position to control. Here I try to isolate the arm for Americana again, but I have to be careful because the other arm is not isolated. But now I control basically the upper arm. From here I like the control from there. It's really good control. Sitting up, trying to get an arm bar, but he trapped my leg. So I made sure that I am behind him and that this will be the case. You know, it doesn't matter what happens. So I position myself behind him. Even here I try to cover the knuckle line and try to control the arm. Slide down pretty low with my hand, controlling his knuckle line. You can see that he's trying to wiggle his hand out. But you see my hand is really bending his wrist, you know, to prevent his escape. And I'm not spending much energy here. I'm trying to stay behind him. Even when I lose it right now, I stay behind him, you know. Stay behind him and not allowing him to use the position. So it's hard to get a second hook in because like I said, he's so compact built that it's not that easy. But I stay behind him, so I am in a mechanically better position, and I have more options. And that's what I'm doing right now. Trying to find ways of getting in a attacking position, which he's trapping my leg pretty good and pretty strong, so I'm stuck a little here. So I trap his right arm, you see, but he pulls it out, but do an overhook immediately, and with the overhook and the wrist grab, I pull him back to the back position, and trying to free my leg, but he knows that I want to do that, so he keeps everything tight. But I have a cross grip, so basically control is completely mine here. And yeah, I'm just working to get some isolation with the arms. I'm sitting pretty straight up, so he cannot get away. Now I get a Kimura grip, and now some nice move. I grab him, and I switch over and get the crucifix. Again, I kill the arm. Now I do this striking position. I get over the arm, which is a pretty interesting striking position you can use. And you see his face. He's working a lot. He's working much more than it looks like, because I always put pressure and always put him in disadvantaged positions. Right now, this is side control classic with, again, I go for the arm, but I put pressure on him, and that is pretty good. Here I'm losing my pants, but no problem. And that's now towards the end of the roll. You can see him pretty tired, and I did not spend much energy. That's something I really like to do. I like to roll that way a lot, because I want to be as technical, as effortless as possible without using much strength and power. So that speed is something I do a lot, and I roll a lot. It's gentle, it's not hurting anyone, and yeah, this is the main speed I roll these days. Now here you can see a pillow choke, again, the end of the video, and he's tapping, and that's it. To finish the video, I show you some footage from 2006. I was a purple belt, 29 years old, pretty athletic, and you could see how I was rolling there. I was more athletic, definitely more athletic, but I was not that precise. I was not that heavy. You could see how much space I gave my training partner, and of course I was stronger and more athletic, but the precision and the tightness of everything was missing, So here I'm working on head control and trying to get a triangle choke. I think right now there's some kind of arm isolation, not very precise, but very aggressive in my game, always attacking, switching to side control quickly, and now trying to get some kind of I think arm lock or something I'm trying. Usually that was something I was doing a lot. I was not doing darts chokes at that time, so I'm sure I was not going for a darts choke here. But you see here, I'm not using much pressure. I'm grabbing. You can see my back muscles are working very hard, but I'm not using body weight at all. I'm just using power, and everything I do was pretty much upper body based, with a lot of power. Here, again, no precision, pretty bad hand positioning, but I was using a lot of athleticism to clean these positions. I think here, get the underhook, but still, very unprecise, but powerful. The pass was definitely powerful. Here I get kind of a Kimura grip, and I was ripping it, I think. And yeah, go for the armbar, straight armbar. But again, lots of unnecessary movement. But you can see here, some decent control here. But again, I just allowed him to move that much. But a nice triangle at the end. So you can see the way we rolled in these days was very explosive, very athletic, but you know, I had to learn a lot, but it was a good time. So last minute of the round, I think, and yeah, I was just going quickly into submissions, as you can see here. Pull my opponent down and getting a Kimura quickly, explosively. Not the nicest one, but a strong one.
If you are looking for awesome BJJ and MMA gear, check out our sponsor X Martial. Use the coupon code Björn Friedrich and you will get 10% off your order. So check out the link in the description box and get some great stuff.